death of identity, becoming in an age of noise. I want us to begin to do things because it is right for us, not right for another person. When I was coming here today, I told my assistant I was going to put on sneakers. And my first assistant said, Sharon, you're going to speaking and you put on heels. That's what people do. I said, according to this book. I still laugh. She said, Sharon, please wear your sneakers and go. I said, I've already worn it. Because I'm more comfortable in sneakers. I don't want to wear heels because I feel like if I wear heels, you look at me better. No. So are you reading that course? Are you talking to that person because you want to talk to them or because you just want to belong? In short, recently I heard that people now like and comment on other people's posts, certain kind of people, just so that they can feel like, oh, this person is my friend or this person replied my comment. Some of us now even pick mentors so that the mentor that you're picking is because that mentor is popular. Not because that person is even going to educate you or because that person is going to give you knowledge according to what you need or want. So please, I hope that everything that you do today after today's talk is because it is right by God, if you're a Muslim, right by Allah, and also because it makes you comfortable and because you're happy with it. I'm also going to be speaking about losing ourselves. Sometimes we lose ourselves because we don't know how to guard and protect our mouth, our ears, and our eyes. Every human being has a soul, a spirit that lives in the body. And the soul, aka the mind or the heart, is responsible for decision making. It is where we think, where we consider, where we remember, where we wonder, and where we reason. It's also responsible for all the emotions that we feel. Love, anger, happiness, age, belief, all of that. Sorry, I'm a born-again Christian, so I have to put Bible. It's part of my life, and I don't have to apologize for that anyway. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. I turned 30 last year, and before I turned 30, I got into this place where I had self-imposed pressure. I was thinking about the fact that I just got divorced. I just did this. Well, I didn't just get divorced at 30. I got divorced like 28 or 29, one of these things. I can't even remember anymore. And so I was like, oh my God. At 30, I thought I was going to be married. I was going to do my master's. I was going to have a baby. My business was going to do this and that. And then I just suddenly became overwhelmed. And then every time I opened social media, somebody was getting married or buying a new car or going on vacation or doing their masters or graduating from their masters. So I just felt like, oh my God. And then one day I just deleted my Instagram. And then I took 3 days and I had a retreat and I was just worshiping and speaking to God. And in that retreat, the Holy Spirit started to remind me of the things that I had done. I was not married, but I used to be married. I got married before the death. And now, it was better if I didn't even get married, because now I'm divorced. So I got married wrongly, right? I had that self-imposed pressure of, oh my God, I've not done my master's. I've not done my this. And you know what? I started applying to schools to do my master's. I started trying to do all of the things that I had written. And then, when I calmed down and went into that retreat, I realized that all of them were false inspirations. So I honestly hope that we realize what false inspiration is and what inspiration is actually. I hope that today you know that there is good and bad noise. It is left for you to filter it. Nobody's going to help anybody here. You're still going to make that decision yourself, whether you like it or not. And I want you to be able to know yourself. Honestly, the moment that you become self-aware, there are so many things that you will be able to do better. The moment I became self-aware, I made better decisions. I knew what I wanted, why I needed to do this at this time, why my business needed to scale, when I needed to scale. I read something on social media and the lady was saying that she was on vacation with her kids and someone DM'd her and said, oh my God, I love that you're on vacation. I can't wait to go on vacation soon. And I can see that your business is the one sponsoring everything. And she said she could have responded, oh yes, my business is sponsoring everything. But that she responded her, and she gave her a response, and the response was the truth. And that the truth was that she was divorced, but her ex-husband was paying for the entire trip because his kids needed to go on vacation. And of course, the mom needs to be there to take care of the kids, right? So she needed to pay for it. Now, there is me who probably would post a picture on the gram and you're like, this lady has just been running her business for 2 years and she's going on vacation. You don't know. Do you know if I've been saving every month? Do you know if I have parents who support me? Do you know if I have a sister who says, Sharon, you're tired, you need to go on a trip? Or do you know if I got one big job, luckily by the grace of God, and that's what's paying for my trip? Now, I also want you to know that because it feels like you're not there yet, does not mean that you're not doing well. There's a reason why you're not there yet. It's because you have to learn certain things. My business blew up in my very first year. I started my event planning business in 2017. And by 2018, I got my very first big job. And all of my events started trending from 2018 till today. I'm very sure that if I played one of my events, you would know at least one event I have planned. At least one, I'm very sure. You might have come across it somewhere. Now, I think it was in last year, my business received the very biggest blow that we have ever gone through. One client had called us out and said a lot of stuff, and I ignored that at the beginning. Now, I realized that if I had faced something like this in my first year, I would have known how to handle it better. So sometimes, it's not because you're rushing. You just need to really calm down and rest. Because I had another friend who had gone through something like this in her first year, and she was saying things like, God does not like me, God does not do this. But God was actually teaching her that your business will have seasons, when you need to flourish, when you need to rest. There will be test times in your business, in your marriage, in your friendship, in your life. And the reason why he's teaching you now is because he's trying to, when you're traveling and you're in a bulletproof car, you're more confident because if anybody shoots at the car, nothing can happen to you. So most of the times, all of these seasons that you go through is building your capacity. It's building your energy to have bulletproof. That heartbreak is not because you're going to die. It's so that you can make better choices. Sometimes, some of us, if you don't go through that break, you will not close your eye and now look well. You will ignore all the red flags. But when you're broken your heart, you don't want them to break you at the second time. You will look with your eyes open. So sometimes that test that you're going through is because he needs you to be better. God is preparing you for a season where you step into that abundance. And because you have experience, you will function better. So because you haven't gotten to that, you haven't achieved that goal yet, does not mean that God hates you. Does not mean that anyone's life is better than yours. And remember, we are all different. Is anybody here that is a twin? Or does anybody, we might look alike, but we're never the same. So my timeline is different from your timeline. Your seasons are different from my seasons. What you're learning is different. And that's why I said, just be who you are. You will get there and you will achieve whatever it is that you need to be. If you get to where you're going as a fake, trust me, you will not last there. It's not sustainable. Thinking about it, if I wore heels, I'll probably be doing, because I'm uncomfortable, or my leg will be hurting, I'll try to sit down, or I'll try to do that. Why? Because I want to impress you that is sitting down. So think about it. Some of the people that you're trying to impress, they really don't care. And even when they do, it's for a while. It's like Instagram or it's like social media. They drag somebody today, next week on that just has come and they move on from you, another person is trending. That's just exactly how it is. So I want to encourage you today to wake up. You still feel empty after doing all this because it's not you. The day that you begin to act as yourself and you begin to know who you are, I promise you, you will do better. Becoming isn't about being more, rather. It's about becoming without filters, without pressure, and without fear. Saying no when something feels off. Some of you had your first alcohol, some of you are smoking, some of you are, why? Because you don't want to say no. Or because you don't want to feel like, oh, you attended that party, not because you want to be there. You don't even like loud music. You wanted to sleep. But because you don't want your favorite friend to say, JJC, I'm an indoor person. All my friends know me. They've accepted their fate. You cannot invite me for a party at 12 midnight. I will most likely disappoint you. Because it's not just me. It's not my thing. I have recognized it and I'm happy with myself. I will gladly sit in my house. My friends say, I say God in everything. That's me. You say your own. My staff will say, Miss Sharon and Holy Spirit, 5 and 6. It's Miss Sharon. You that is not 5 and 6 with Holy Spirit, see whatever it is that you believe in. Me, my own is working for me. Holy Spirit is working for me and working with me, and I'm happy that this is me and I've accepted what my faith is. So I hope that today we all go back and we know who we are. And just to know how to start your rebirth, turn down the volume. It just simply means spending less time with people who don't even know you. Take healthy breaks from social media. Please, I encourage it. Study the ultimate guide. The ultimate guide is the Bible. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, Quran, whatever it is that you worship, study it. I promise you, everything that you need in life is in that book. I'm a living testament. I can promise you anything, it's in the book. And it would also give you answers. That's the good thing about it. Ask better questions. Instead of how do I look, ask, am I proud of myself? And really, when I look at myself in the mirror now, I ask myself, am I comfortable in this? Is this what I like? I'm not saying that we should be crazy because you don't want to do what you want. Because some of us, we are like extreme. But just pick what is right and what works for you. Also, get mentorship. I have a mentor. I've had a mentor since I was like 16. My mentor has really helped my life. I can't even deny it. There are certain things that happen and my mentor says, Sharon, you can't do that. Just someone to call you back when you're missing your steps. We are human beings, we make mistakes. You need someone that you're accountable to. If you're not accountable to anybody, you don't listen to anybody, then there's a problem. You honestly need certain people in your lives that will call you back and tell you, this thing you're doing is hard. Some of you don't listen. That's why I say pick the person that you want, that you will listen to. And make sure that the person is at least teaching you the right thing. You don't want to pick the wrong mentors that are teaching you the wrong things. I'm going to just leave you with this. There's only one you, and you're unique. I know it sounds cliche. You're like, heard that before. But it's true. There's only one you. You're not two, you're not three. Even if you're a twin, you have different personalities. You have different wants, different needs, different goals. Nobody here is, they are not two persons, but all one. So actually, it's not cliche. You're not perfect, but please don't be a copy. You like braids, don't struggle with wigs. Braid your hair in peace and be happy. You love certain things, do it. You love playing instruments, play your instruments. You don't necessarily have to be a singer. In this loud world, right? Being yourself is rare. And honestly, being rare is worth it. There are so many copies. And that's why you see certain people, the elite or certain people who understand quality, would go for the rare items. They would rather spend money buying those rare items because it would last them longer, and not everybody has it. So I would encourage that each and every one of us are rare according to who we are. And you're not a copy. It's just like now, everybody will say everybody on Instagram has BBL or they have fillers. And I was telling my friend, everybody's a copy now. Like you can, once you see 10 girls, 10 women look alike. What's going on? And then there's you who doesn't have bum and you're like, hey, I cannot wait to save money so I can do BBL. Why? In short, the good thing now is that being skinny is not raining again. We're coming back to the part where we're not skinny. I remember when we were in secondary school, they bullied me because of my height. But now, I'm the happiest person on earth. 6'1". Hey, God. It's not easy to find a tall babe. Very difficult. But when people were growing up, you had full lips, they'll call you more lip. Now, people are putting fillers for their lip to be big. Wait to soon be your season. Whatever it is, I'm serious, whatever it is you're struggling with, you don't have front hair. Wait. There will be a time when no front hair is what's ready. So if you're looking for what to hold yourself, just say, never reach my turn, you will soon reach. I hope that today we just go back and we feel happy with ourselves. I hated my fingers when I was growing up. I didn't like my fingernails. But now when I go to get my fingers, they're like, you have nice nails. I'm like, I don't reach my toe. Thank God. So don't worry. Whatever it is that you feel you're not happy with now, it would always make you stand out. Let me just give a short story before I close. When I was starting my business, I used to live in Lagos. And I told my entire friends and family that I wanted to start my business in the East. The name of my business is called Shamol Experience. And people were like, in the East, you cannot blow, you'll be broke. Lagos is where it happened. And I didn't listen to anybody. I went to the East and I became the first event planner in the East. Today, I can solidly tell you that places that I never imagined I was going to be, I've stepped into those places, come out of those places, and stepping into places bigger than me because I decided to take that turn. Now, every day I wake up, there's events by this in the East, events by that in the East. But you know the good part? You can never take it away from me that I opened the door for all of you. And I just love it. I brag with it. Before you open your mouth, I'm the first person to start event planning in the East. It might not be Lagos, but it took me to places that I never imagined. In short, those in Lagos found out about me and they knew me. If I was in Lagos, I might have struggled a bit more. Now, I would happily do your traditional wedding. Carry your white wedding to anybody in Lagos, no problem. But the funny thing is that I loved traditional weddings. It had color, it had vibes, there was just so much about it. And now, everybody, I planned the second year anniversary for the governor of Abia State a few days ago. And I saw a comment on Facebook and someone says, if they gave it to another person, I would have been angry. Because Shamol Experience brought knowledge about event planning to this. And I smiled deep down. Just because I realized that because I decided to be myself, it has opened doors for me. So I hope that today you realize that you are not weird. You are not, I don't know what the name, you're not JJC, you're not SU. You are special and it's great to be you. Please, if I've spoken too much and you don't take anything from what I've said today, just know that whatever it is that you don't like, it will soon reach your turn. And you will be happy with it. Thank you very much.